hate excuses. To be great, you have to want it from within. You have to have a drive. You gotta want to be great. You can be good. Great is different. You got a good life to get a great life where you feel like self-actualized, as Maslow would say. That's difficult. Like Chris, he been, kicking here, everybody's butt, training hard, blah, blah, blah. And you say, Chris, I think you should compete. And I always let my adult students compete, regardless of age, with the young guys, the 21-year-olds, the 23-year-olds, 25-year-olds. Because I do not accept that a guy like him, who's physically healthy, who's strong as a beast, I'm not going to let my student call himself old. We may joke around it, but I'm not going to let it. So he went out there the first time in the Miami International Open, he grappled his young kid, and it was a great fight. I thought Chris was going to destroy everybody, and he lost. And I was like, wow, what a pack, bro. But I don't push anybody to compete. And Chris tells me the other day, hey, I want to go to Atlanta. No, he's going to Atlanta now. Remember, 3 kids, as professional, gets on the plane, goes to Atlanta with us. Great time. Goes in there, he grapples a young kid. Destroys a young kid. And then there's this next kid he has to fight, and I looked at him, and the kid looked kind of like Diesel, Nice kid, I really like the kid. But he looked Diesel, and I was like, God damn, like this kid 22, Chris is 40-something, like it's gonna get interesting. Because I really want Chris to win, because he deserved to win that day, just like he probably deserved to win the Miami Open. He has to fight 21 years old. I know he can win at 21 years old. I believe it. You understand? But I want him to believe it. You understand? I want for him to feel that all these 21-year-olds are just making excuses. They're not using the youth to their advantages. They're too complicated what the girlfriend is doing when they're in the tournament. And they're not nice up there. Chris is a focused individual. He's young at heart. He's a mentally tough guy. I know he can beat it. I know that he can. And I don't know his brain. I don't know if he knows that I know that he knows. Kind of that thing. And what ends up happening is he goes in there and he fights. I don't know what the heck happened. It was like very ball, like sweeping, guys flying, cat landing. I'm seeing Chris do these things, and I'm like, this guy really 40-something. He destroys the kid. Tough match. And he wins. The funny thing is that the kid says to him, how old are you? He says, 40-something. And the kid goes to him and says, how did they let you do the adult division? You should be doing masters. That's not fair. I mean, this is the world that we live in nowadays. You understand? So when they line up, I see Chris at the podium, and you see these 2 young guys, and everybody thinks he's the Masters division. The Masters like older than 30, you're 40, you're Masters 2, So Chris, by his age, he should be fighting in Masters 2. But you know what will happen if Chris fought in Masters 2? We get sued, okay? Because people's bones will be flying out of their bodies, The skeleton will be leaving their bodies like the cartoons, So he's there in the podium, and I'm watching him, and I'm like, something looks really wrong with this picture. And I'm like, I know what's wrong. Is that people do not realize that's not a Masters division at the podium to give him medals for. Because you can confuse a 20-something-year-old with maybe being 30. So I say to everybody, by the way, guys, that's not the Masters division. That's the adult division. The guy at the top fought in the adult division. And I was very proud of saying that. Because for a long time I've been saying, hey, do not call yourself old. You know how many guys that get here who are 30 and they think their life is over? Like they think they're too old to fight with these guys and too old to hang with these guys. It's a mental thing. But it's not real. And I think Chris makes a great point and a great example that, you can work at that, and Joe makes another great example, and I look up to these guys because I'm only 30. I don't know how I'm going to be, but I want to be like that when I'm 40-something, I want to be that actor. I want to be kicking Formica's butt up to like 90 years old, Andy, where's Andy? Andy's butt, he's 13, come get me, son. I'll show what's up, okay? No, I'm serious, because that's the attitude, The moment you let your life come at you, they got you. You don't ready, you say, come in, come on. Call me up? Yeah, right. If you don't have the attitude, then life is going to take advantage of you. You start putting yourself down, and life takes advantage of you, And I'm so happy to promote Chris, because he earned it the most honorable way, but also he's a quality individual, and let's give a big applause.